Hey guys, it's Marie Antoinette, Soul Activation Mentor here for your Mental Health Monday. And this evening I'm going to be talking about how to say no to people, how to stop being so nice, which a lot of spiritual people are, how to set boundaries, and how to put yourself first. So, four very important topics that all correlate with one another that I'm going to be talking about. I'm just going to wait for some people to jump on before I continue. Because there isn't many people on, and generally people always say to me, hang on, I didn't see, the first part of your video. Hi Reenie, nice that you've jumped on. Tonight I'm talking about, if you read some of the text in the top of the nature of the video, I'm talking about being nice to people and being able to say no and having clearer boundaries and putting yourself first. So I will start, and if people want to go back to the beginning, then they can. So the reason I'm talking about this today is when it comes to mental health and feeling on top of things and being able to cope and live life without feeling low all the time or feeling anxious and having lots of issues, because that's what really mental health is about. It's about our equilibrium and having, some kind of stability and stuff. Hi Tash. So a lot of that has got to do with, and a lot of people have been brought up to believe, and it is society's expectations, that we need to be nice to other people, so we need to be kind. And so we often don't get taught that being really, really kind is actually putting yourself first, not others. And so often we say yes to things that we don't want to do, and then we become very resentful later. Hey Matt, nice to see you on here. Hi Maureen. So I'm just talking about having boundaries and being really, really clear around being able to put yourself first and saying no to others, because there is this conception in our society that being kind to other people, is the thing to do. And we often are putting other people first. And if we're continually putting other people first and forgetting ourselves and not being able to say no, we end up being resentful. And layers and layers and layers of resentment and layers of guilt, or layers of... That guilt might be guilt that we have towards ourselves for not being able to actually proceed in the way we want to proceed. Layers of that actually cause mental health issues, cause things like depression and anxiety. And so that's the link that I'm talking about. So how do you say no to people when you feel bad? And there are different levels of reasons why people may say yes when they really want to say no. And a lot of it's got to do with self-esteem, wanting to please the other person, not wanting to look bad, not wanting to feel bad. Those things about looking bad and feeling bad are really tied into society's expectations. And the other two around not being liked and not being accepted are really to do with self-esteem. So they're two different buckets, and they're often things that we fight with on a daily basis between expectations of societies and expectations of others. So one of the really good things that you can do is to just go internally and have a look at, well, what expectations do I want to put on myself? What expectations am I going to accept from society? Should I accept them or should I not? What are the rules I want to live by? What are the things that I believe in? And having a little bit of an internal dialogue and checking in about those kinds of things. So when you find yourself saying yes when you really want to say no, it can be a time or opportunity for you to go internally and actually see what that's about. I know that there are a lot of spiritual people in my life, in my line of work, and when I say spiritual people, is that they're trying to do the best that they can. They have generally good morals, and they see themselves as good people. They see that, they're trying to be good to others, and often they actually come to me and complain. So they come to me and complain, and they ask about things like, well, I don't know, like I just feel so run down, I'm doing this for this person, I'm doing this for that person, and I'll often say to them, well, why is it that you're are like this, Why can't you say no? And they just go into all these different stories about, well, I can't possibly say no because this person has done this for me, or or, you know, I just feel really bad. And again, it's about expectations and different things like that that we may place on ourselves or others. Hi, Ebony. Glad that you made it. Hey, Faisal and Macapaka. Good to see you. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys caught the whole of the video. So I'm talking about, well, boundaries and saying no and this whole conception of being nice. I just want to bring a scenario into this, and I was sharing this with a friend today, but sometimes, you know, when you're on a plane and they talk about the plane going down and the safety measures and the things that we need to take, is the first thing they will say to you is that you need to put your oxygen mask on first before you help others. And that's because I love that analogy, and I've heard it before and I use it often when I'm talking to people, because you can't really help another person or be of service to another person if you're not okay first. So if you reframe that kind of thinking when you feel like you need to put yourself first and say no to someone, you can reframe it so that you are still being nice, but not in society's expectations way, but in the way that you realize that you are being of service to another person by saying no if you're not okay, to help them or assist them. Because if you are saying if you are saying yes and trying to be nice when you really mean to say no, you're actually going to carry out that thing or help them out in whatever way they need with a touch of resentment, which is actually really not helping them anyway. So hopefully this helps you reframe some of those conceptions that you have around being nice and helping others before you help yourself. If you're putting yourself first, if you're being the best person that you can be, then you can be a better person for others. And that's the best thing that you can do. And that's the nicest thing that you can do for others. So, nice to see you on here, Nikki. I'm just wrapping up. So, if you want to go back and watch the start of the video and hear everything in its context, that'll be cool. Thanks for joining me this evening. Hopefully I will do a longer video next week. However, I have to go. So hopefully you got something out of this video. If you like this video, like it please, and share it with others so that others can hear some of the messages that are in this video. If you want to know any of the events that I have coming up, I have something coming up actually to do with this on the 23rd of July. It's a boundaries workshop. If you want to find out about that, you can like my creative healing page. You can private message me and I'll send you the details before the event comes out, because I haven't promoted it yet. And if you want to know anything about my programs, private message me and I will let you know about them. So that's it for this evening. Have a happy Mental Health Monday, and I hope you enjoy your week and you're able to use some of the stuff that's in this video. Okay guys, see you later. Bye.